What's going on, my friends? I know it's been a little while. I have been under the weather for the past week, so as I'm finally coming out of it, I wanted to be able to hit you guys with two things I've wanted to do for a while, which is to revisit the Devil's Crossroads. And I've also verified on this course that the right turn is going to be the second right turn. I'll put that on the screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the Devil's Crossroads, I'll make sure that's in the description. It got some good feedback. People really liked the challenge and how much different it was from the Friars challenge. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fire this up now and let the beta take it away. Now, this is the start of what I call the Devil's Crossroads. Kind of cutting out some of the mundane residential area stuff. I don't really expect this to do any better. This is a very poorly designed intersection coming up, several intersections coming up, and I really don't know how it's gonna go. But our first, do this in time. Okay, yeah. There we go. I managed to do it in time. So we have cars on the side of the road. Oh, Lord. Okay. We need to stay in this lane to go straight. Here we are. Cool. Caught the green as we're going through. I apologize if my voice is still out of whack. It's been a rough week. Okay. So, in the last video, the last Devil's Crossroads video, I did explain that this is also an entrance to a military base. So we actually don't have the traffic that we had the other day. That would be the issue. But as we come up to this next portion, it's Pacific Highway. We're just past the 5. And there's two right turns, one to a frontage road. Oh wow, look at how ironic that is. Right into a train. At least we have a lead car, so we'll be okay. Now, I'll verify here again one more time. These are both right turns. One to Pacific Highway frontage road and one to actual Pacific Highway. See, these roads are separated by some thin fencing, and it needs to choose the second right. Last time I wasn't sure if it had chosen the first right, and I just assumed it messed up. Most of you agreed that it did mess up the way we thought it did. But this time, verified 100% that we have targeted the second right-hand turn, which is the goal. And then we'll loop around through some interesting kind of sewage-made road scenarios, and then lap back around to go up Washington Street, hopefully choosing the correct path to finish it. Here we go. We have greens. The car is lagging. I'm giving it a little throttle. We need to stay in the first lane here. Don't turn yet. Don't turn yet. Come on, you got this. You got this. And turn, and turn, and turn. And we got kicked out because reasons. I don't know. I was barely applying any pressure at all. So that's a fail. Okay. It's really aggravating. I mean, it felt like the car was just going to keep going straight. Alright. So we'll go in and we'll actually delete this next one. And now it needs to not do that. That is very bad. Trying to function around frontage roads and such doesn't seem to be easy for the system. Okay, we need to slow down to take this really kind of hidden right turn here, which it's actually decelerating fine for. So technically it's a highway, it's Pacific Highway, which is labeled as a city street. Really strangely, really strange area. Sorry, brain's kind of fried. We're just completely crooked, stopped. All right, well that's horrible. Okay, we didn't hit that. I was not trying to run over trash. All right, and then stop that there. And what we'll probably do, we'll do one more lap to at least test that turn, because it looked, unfortunately, like I made the system jump out I barely applied pressure. Okay, you're not in the right lane. Come on, get over. What are you doing? There you go. Report that too. Really no lane markings here, but it should handle this fine. Of course, once I say that, I feel like I just jinx it. Now, it did very poorly the first time it ever did this challenge too, and if I remember correctly, it actually tried to take that first right turn. I had to take over. This time around, it didn't take the first right turn, which was impressive. It carried along to the second one, but then it's like it just had a brain fart and didn't know what to do. I don't know if I subconsciously gave it too much pressure to make that right turn and it disengaged. If I did, that's my bad. That's why we're going to do it one more time for science. Alright, we need to go. Come on. Yeah, this is where it almost hit the car off of a right turn. And it's acting weird here too. It thinks there's a lane that isn't here. I mean, you can't really blame the system too much. Look at how bad this is designed. Come on, San Diego. This is just garbage, man. And then all of a sudden, boom, here you go. And the car is just losing its mind. It needs to be 2 lanes over. There's 1, there's 2. And it needs to relax and stay here. But it's not. It's gonna get over one more time. Which, I mean, whatever. Technically not incorrect. All right, verified that we have the proper right-hand turn selected. So let's get it. And let's see what the system's got. Let's see if we can even get into the correct lane here. Come on. What are you doing? Ha! Wow. All right. Well, that's a, I don't know, panic attack? Car caved under pressure? Let's report that. Who knows? Maybe we can enter the road from the other side. Let's try again. Okay, here we go. Really? Ah, yes, this is technically how we started it, because we were going painfully slow on this weird city streets on-ramp kind of thing. It's a sort of a yield scenario here. People are going around 70K on that street, and this is at 43K. And we're still cruising at a very slow 43K. Okay, there we go. We've ticked up to 77. All right. The final part of this video is just going to be showing whether or not it can actually get this right turn. That is the target, so to speak, of the Devil's Crossroads. Whereas for the Friars course, it's mostly been that 163 merge that had been so impossible. Now for the Friars challenge, it's actually the Friars exit. But that's highway code, so yeah, that is going to be an issue until we get a stack merge, likely. So yeah, entering hell all over again right here. Gonna hang into the right. Okay, we're cruising left a little bit. Already got another train up there. We seem to be the lead car too, so let's see what happens. Granted, the train's crossing now. We have a good chance of, wow, fail. See, unnecessary lane change. What was the logic there? And we're stopping quite far back. See, last time, coming into this scenario, we stayed in the proper lane. This time? Why? Why? We didn't even have a car in front of us. I'm gonna report that, and hopefully Tesla will understand why. Hopefully when we report these, they can see like maybe the nav or the route we're planning. And we've got a scenario now where there's quite a few cars in that right lane, and also on this side. So we've added the complexity of now we have to get back over. And the car knows it. That's why we're sitting here, because it's trying to execute a right lane change. It's stopping again. There we go. It wants to, but it can't. Alright, I'm gonna force over, because the whole reason I'm doing this is to test this right turn. If we don't even get to test the right turn, what's the point? So, the Prius will live. Look, he's mad. He's gonna go. That's fine. You're in the wrong lane anyway. Oh, wow. He's just gonna cut around everybody. Look at that. We got him on camera. Cool. We'll make sure We make fun of him in the video. And people are worried about self-driving cars. Need I say more? We've got a green light with a train of cars. We've got the proper right turn selected. We've got dumb apes doing all kinds of craziness right now. We need to not turn yet. Follow these cars. Don't stop. Come on. This Tesla behind me is getting super impatient. Hey! There we go. All frustration aside, we have successfully executed the right-hand turn. All right. I'm pretty happy about that. So here's the crappy fence I was talking about. Probably saw that in our last lap. It's fine. But cool. All right. Well, we completed that. I'm going to figure out where and how I'm going to do this next challenge, because it's going to be a first for me too. So thank you guys. Let me know what you think.